Hi everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Liza Elf.
I'm Hayden the Elf.
And we are going to be making some cookies. We're going to have a little story being told and a little special guest.
There he is now.
Hi girls, how are you? Hi kids, welcome to cookie time. Are we ready to go?
I think we're ready.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. So what do we, whoa, look at all the shapes we have here. Why don't you tell the kids what we have?
Well, here we have little Christmas trees.
A Christmas tree.
Candy canes.
Candy
We
canes.
also have little gingerbread men.
Gingerbread men.
Star.
And a star.
I think we have a stocking.
That's a stocking.
Ah, yes.
All
We'll be
right.
filling plenty of those soon.
And we have two colors of frosting. We have red and green.
And loads of sprinkles.
All sorts of sprinkles. All right, you ready?
We can get started.
I think we should.
Take a seat, Santa.
Oh boy.
All right.
That's a good sit.
No
It's a
cookies
long
on
ride
here.
from the North Pole. It's cold out there, let me tell you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I grabbed a gingerbread man.
I'm gonna decorate a Christmas tree, and I'm gonna go with green, but you guys can decorate it any color you want.
I'll go with the red.
Santa, would you like to?
You want to decorate a cookie?
No, I think I'm all set.
All
I'm
right.
more of an eater than a maker.
Fair
Me
enough.
too, me too.
All right, so let's start with the little frosting. So I'm doing a gingerbread man, so I think I'm gonna make him like an outfit of sorts.
Ah, yes, with buttons. Do we have buttons?
Oh, I'll use sprinkles for that.
We can make
There
our
we
own
go.
buttons. You guys can make anything you want at home. Ooh, the North Star.
Now, kids, is it true that you kids at home have cookies to decorate too, while the girls decorate them here?
You should have your own cookies at home. You should have all the same decorations as us, so you can
Wow.
follow along.
So everybody should pick the first cookie that they want to do.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, you gotta.
Oh, here's
looks
how
good.
it's going. Yeah, I just put some pink on there. And think maybe I'll use green for the hair. I don't know.
Gonna smooth it out.
So I'm gonna use the green and add a little hair to my gingerbread person.
Now, Santa, I heard that we have some children with some wishes this year.
We do. Santa actually was given a special list that the elves prepared before I left the North Pole. This is some of our kids here in Maynard and other towns that have put their list into me already. And we'll be talking about some of these things. I think Joey wants a leather football. So he can look forward to getting that. I've got that already packed up in the sleigh already. That's good. Footballs we can put in early because they're non-perishable. So
Oh, yeah.
that works really well. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, and so what I'm doing now is we have little circular sprinkles. So I'm adding buttons to my little man.
Ah,
What are you doing, Eliza?
I'm working on my Christmas lights.
very good. Yes, that looks just like Christmas lights.
Yeah, it is looking good. And we have a tree over there behind us. Looks just like it.
I'm recreating it.
Yes.
I think I'll take
Let's
some.
see, who else do we have on the list here? Sammy wants a Carolina Panthers football helmet. Wow, a Carolina Panthers fan. That's good.
I like the Carolina Panthers too.
Do you watch any football up at the North Pole, Santa?
We do watch some football. Yes, we do. Actually, I'm a used to be a Patriots fan, but then Tom Brady moved down to Florida, and that Florida weather doesn't agree with me all that much. So
Oh, no.
I'm more of a cold weather state kind of
You're
guy.
used to the cold weather.
That's
Yeah.
right, absolutely. I like my playoffs covered in snow, so we had to switch teams. And Tommy wants Play-Doh. Now, Play-Doh is fun. He didn't indicate what color he'd like, so we have to bring him a bunch, I guess. But Play-Doh is good stuff. I like Play-Doh.
Yeah, you can play with Play-Doh and use it to make shapes, kind of like how we're frosting the cookies over here, right?
That's right.
Fun to play with, not to eat.
You can eat the cookies, though.
Yes, of course. That's the
Alright.
goal.
I think I'm all done with this first one here.
Now, how'd you get those eyes to stick on there?
Oh, what I did is I used the littlest bit of frosting right underneath it and then just stuck them on. It worked pretty well, actually.
Oh, so you used the frosting like glue.
Yeah, the frosting's
Got
good
it.
for the sprinkles, because some people maybe just want to put a bunch of sprinkles on it, but the sprinkles may fall off, so you gotta be careful.
Gotta glue them on
You'll
there,
get
that's right.
Sprinkles all over the place.
Ah, I'll have to go home and tell Mrs. Claus that trick.
Yeah.
I hear she's quite the baker.
She is, she's pretty good. Didn't get to look this way without it. Let's see, who else do we have here on our list? We have Julia. And Julia would like an LOL doll.
Oh, I've heard about those.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Santa needs to keep up with his acronyms. I thought, didn't LOL means laugh out loud, doesn't that?
It
Yeah.
does,
Isn't
you're
that
right.
what that means?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? So do LOL dolls laugh out loud?
I don't think
I think
so.
they're just fun.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. That's good.
I believe they have pigtails.
Oh. Interesting.
Guess we'll see come Christmas morning.
We will.
Like,
We will.
Finished my tree.
and
Wow,
I'm
that
done
came out
too.
really good.
Here's mine.
Excellent.
All right. So, what should we do now? Should we do another one?
I think I'm gonna work on
Ooh, a
a
candy
candy
cane.
cane.
I'm gonna do the stocking we have here, and I'm gonna do stripes all along it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, candy canes have stripes too.
Candy
They
canes
did.
have stripes. You know what? Santa sometimes peruses online to see what things are up to. And Santa saw this year that someone was selling ketchup flavored candy canes. Can you believe that?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ketchup flavored candy canes?
I saw something that was mac and cheese flavored candy canes.
Mac and cheese. Oh, you know what? You get a mac and cheese flavored candy cane with a ketchup candy cane.
Oh yeah, I know
That'd be great.
I'm not in.
some people out there like mac and cheese and ketchup.
Yeah.
I personally have never tried it.
You
but-
haven't? Oh, that's good.
Or I've heard of ketchup on pizza.
I haven't done that one.
No, me neither. I've never heard of that.
It's just like the tomato sauce, just
I
a little
do. That
extra.
would be
Oh
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
uh-huh.
like both made of tomatoes. I like if you're out of tomato sauce and you want a good homemade pizza, just use ketchup. No one's gonna stop you.
Yeah, suppose you could. Let's see, who else do we have on our list here? Henry. Henry would like a blue plane. That's one of the best color planes you can have, because the sky's blue and planes are blue. It matches right in there.
Yeah, you could camouflage.
That's good.
I love
Yeah.
planes.
Planes are fun.
Well, you have your reindeer to get you
I know you
around.
have a
That's right.
You have a sleigh.
I
mean,
do. It gets me everywhere I need to go.
It's funny.
Who else do we?
I was gonna say, it's funny, you're riding your reindeer all around. My brother is learning how to fly airplanes, so you guys may pass sometime in the
Really?
Oh
sky.
yeah, what if
Yes.
we see each other?
Well, you know that the Air Force officially gives Santa Claus an escort while he's in the United States every Christmas Eve.
I think I've seen that. There's a live thing. Is it called Nomad or NORAD?
NORAD, that's
NORAD.
right. NORAD tracks my progress all the way through the country.
They can see where you are.
So let's see, who's next on our list? Gregory. Gregory would like a bow and arrow.
Ooh, I asked for that one year.
Did you get it?
I did not, but I'm sure Gregory will get his wish.
Gregory, yeah, great. Maybe Santa will throw in a target or something. You got to hit something with your bow and
Oh yeah,
arrow.
what are you gonna shoot?
I don't know.
Definitely not your sister.
No, that wouldn't be good.
Nope.
Huh? And Neil wants a stuffed tiger animal.
Ooh.
That's always fun. I believe isn't the tiger the mascot here at Maynard High School?
Yep, we are the Maynard
Yes.
Tigers.
There you
You're
go.
right, Santa.
So that's right.
All right,
So-
I'm gonna show you guys how I'm doing.
Oh, I love
We have
that.
red and green stripes, and then I put some red sprinkles on the green part. And now I'm gonna put some green sprinkles on the red part. It's all alternating. I'm just using my fingers for this part.
Fingers are okay as long as it's all within the same family. That's fine.
Yep, we're being safe
Keep
here.
it within the pod.
We
And
made
I
sure
believe
to.
that's the phrase people are using this year, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
And no one has to worry because Santa is very safe.
Yes. We do. Let's see here. Adia, she would like a Frosty the Snowman toy.
Frosty.
Oh,
Frosty
I love
the
Frosty
Snowman.
Snowman.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Frosty?
Have I ever met Frosty? Yeah, I gave him a ride in the sleigh once.
Oh yeah.
Yup.
Oh, see.
I ran into him the other day, actually.
Did you really?
I
Where
did.
was he?
He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, we were.
Get it? Cool guy, right?
Oh, that's a good one.
That
was a good one, Santa.
Yeah, we met in the cold aisle at Shaw's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's getting carrots, I assume.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Let's
right.
see, who else do we have here on our list? We have Laurel. And she would like, now let's see, Santa had a vanity for her hair and makeup accessories. Oh boy,
She good at the hair and makeup.
that's right. Santa will have to make some extra room on the sleigh for that. And let's see, Caroline would like a new bed. Now, isn't that practical? She would like a new bedspread.
Oh, me too.
A new bedspread and a microphone.
Oh, she's a singer, maybe?
She may be.
We sing a lot of Christmas carols down here.
Oh
Perhaps.
yes, the elves. We like to whistle while we work.
Oh, yeah. All right, I think I'm done. Here's my stocking. We have the red and green stripes with the red and green sprinkles. I think it came out pretty well.
That came out very well.
Oh, thank you. Means a lot coming from you, Santa.
I see a lot of Christmas cookies. I do. Okay. Who else do we have on the list? Let's see. Oh, AJ. Ooh, AJ has asked for something that is very near and dear to Santa's heart. AJ wants a train set.
Oh, I love those. I
Oh,
love the
train sets
sets.
are, there's few toys that are more Christmassy traditionally than a train set.
Oh, yeah,
That's
train
a
set.
good choice, AJ. Let's see, Cameron wants some trucks. Now that's a good choice too.
Are we talking like an F-150 truck or just like a little?
Well, he doesn't really specify. He must just be a truck fan in general.
Maybe,
So-
maybe he can drive and he wants a real truck.
That's a little beyond Santa's budget, but we'll see what we can do about that.
Won't quite fit in the sleigh, but we'll get you a truck of
That's-
some kind.
That's right. Uh-huh. Tonka rather than Toyota, probably. is what we'll be doing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I get started on another cookie, you think?
Sure.
All right. So while Eliza Elf is finishing up her candy cane, I'm gonna do my star.
I wish we could see your cookies at home. but
I know. I'm so curious.
I'm
What,
sure that they're lovely.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
what type of sprinkles are you using? What frosting are you using?
And they all got the same variety of sprinkles and
Yeah,
things like
you
that at
guys-
their house? There you
You guys
go.
should have the exact same stuff at home. And maybe you can decorate them to look just like us. Because Santa really likes what we're doing. Maybe you can leave cookies just like these for Santa. I'm
That's
sure he'll
right.
love it.
You know what you could do? You could write your name on a big star in frosting too. You could do that on your
I'm
your
gonna.
cookies.
So that way Santa knows exactly
That's
what
right.
gift you asked for from his.
Who made it? Like an artist signing their name.
I know.
Picasso.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll do that on this one. Put my name on it.
I'm gonna attempt the big gingerbread.
Mmm.
Big gingerbread man.
We should name him. What do you think, Santa?
Yeah.
Do you have any
Like
names in
a
mind?
name for a gingerbread cookie.
It can't be Rudolph.
No, it can't be Rudolph.
No.
Let's see. I don't know. He
You-
looks like a Billy.
A Billy.
Billy.
All
That's a
right.
great name.
We have a country little elf over here.
Country.
Country gingerbread
See,
man.
who else is on our list? Oh, Waverly. Waverly would like a vanity and a watch.
Oh, that's the second vanity, I think.
Yeah. First watch though, that's a practical request as well too. A nice watch is a nice thing to have.
You'll be able to set an alarm on your watch for Christmas morning.
That's right. Yep. Although I doubt any kids have any trouble getting up on Christmas morning.
Oh, I definitely do
I
not.
always wake up super early to open all my presents.
so exciting.
Spend time with my family.
Yup. Just about when everybody's waking up, that's when Santa's going to bed. It's been a
I know.
long night.
He's so tired.
I am pretty pooped by the time Christmas morning rolls around.
Yep.
And Rowan would also like a vanity and a baby alive.
Ooh.
Ooh, baby
Yes,
alive.
baby alive.
I used to have a baby alive.
Did you?
I
No.
have, yes. I enjoyed it.
I had
Yep.
like it was kind of one, but it was with like a puppy. It was like an alive puppy.
Puppy alive?
Ooh, puppy alive.
I don't know if that was what it was called, but it was like kind of.
No, that rings a bell.
Oh.
Let's see.
Maybe next year,
Owen.
mascot.
Owen would like some arts and crafts materials. Maybe Owen is a budding artist. That would be really good.
I'm no budding artist, if you can tell from my cookie.
Well, I think they're
But-
coming out really good.
Thank you, Santa. I'm trying my best. It's all that matters.
And let's see, we have Corey. And Corey wants some wrestling figures.
Ooh, my brother used to have those.
I wonder who his favorite wrestler is.
Oh yeah, I'm curious. What's your favorite wrestler?
I don't know many wrestlers, do you?
No, Santa's been out of the wrestling scene for a while. I used to like some wrestling.
John
So-
Cena? Was
Oh,
he a
Santa
wrestler?
Santa goes way back to the Andre the Giant days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Santa's
Andre
wrestling
the
figures
I'm
go,
quite
go
fond of
back
the
that-
Rocky movies. Do you know
There you
those?
go. Yup. Uh-huh.
Like those.
Dun-dun-dun.
Hulk Hogan,
Wait, that's-
Jesse the Body
I don't think that
Ventura.
that's not
And let's see, Cameron. Cameron would like some Mario Legos.
Oh, I've seen those. Those are gonna be.
Yeah, just about any type of Lego is fun.
I wonder if he has Mario Kart.
Maybe.
I love that game.
Mario Kart's my favorite
So,
game.
oh, I can spend hours on that, and I still never win.
Oh, I win all the time.
That's good for you, Peyton L.
Oh, thank you. All right, so I used this to sign my name. I just did my initials, P.E. for Peyton the Elf. And I think it came out pretty good. And I'm adding some sprinkles to the ends while Eliza's working on her gingerbread man over there.
He's not coming out too well. It's okay.
It's all right.
Santa, what do you think?
I think he's coming out great.
Oh, I thank you.
And Santa, you can know that Peyton the Elf made this cookie.
That's right. I'll know it's special when I show up Christmas Eve. I'll know that one was made by Peyton. Actually, you'll be up at the North Pole, so I'll get it
Yeah,
before
I'll
I
be
leave.
working on some last minute toys.
That's right. And then finally, Katie here, the last one on our list. She'd like some Pokemon card fairy type deck.
Ooh, I like the
Pokemon.
fairy types.
Pokemon card fairy type deck.
I believe it's pronounced Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Everyone
Ah.
pronounces it differently.
That's true. That's interesting. Someone will need to explain to Santa how that works. He's not real up on the Pokemon.
Nor the elves. We're usually working all day.
That's
I know.
true.
And it's like we're making so many toys and like, oh, I just wish I could play with these sometimes. You know what I mean?
Not a lot of time for Pokemon at the North Pole.
Because they look so fun. But whenever we're making them vanities, you can look at yourself, see how you're looking while you're making the toys. How's yours coming along?
I'm still working on the pants.
Oh.
It could be better.
Are you
Are
going
those
to use
pants
my...
or boots? I couldn't tell.
Uh,
Yeah, I think it's pants.
They're a mix of both, actually.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to use my strategy of how I added the eyes to it?
I was thinking of just doing the whole face green.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah. Maybe
like-
maybe he's just a Grinch.
There you go. Yeah,
The
that
Grinch,
could be
but-
true.
Yeah.
He would be Grinch.
I'm gonna make him the Grinch.
We actually have the Grinch right over there.
We do. We're going to read this story. I wonder, should we start the story?
I mean, it's my favorite.
We should get
I would
started on the
love to.
story.
We should get started on the
Yeah.
story? Okay.
So if you're still working on your cookies, keep working, and if you want, you can eat them while we listen to Santa's story.
Santa's got to put on his special glasses to read the story.
Santa's getting old.
What do you mean, get it? Okay. All right now. This is one of Santa's favorites. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So let's see here. Let me get comfortable. Ah. Santa's glasses are fogging up. One thing Santa will not miss about COVID-19 is wearing a mask. Okay, so every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. Should we show the pictures?
Of course.
But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. Here he is, up in his cave. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right, or it could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. That would mean the Grinch would get dizzy if he stood up real quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But, whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Who's, staring down from his cave with a sour, Grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath. Here he is, looking down from his cave. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled, with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find a way to keep Christmas from coming. For tomorrow, he knew, all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise, noise, noise. And here are all the Who's on Christmas morning, all gathering their toys and making all kinds of un-Grinchy-like noise. Whoop. Did we skip a page here? No? Then the Who's, the young and the old, would sit down to feast. And they'd feast and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And here are all the Who's sitting around the table, and I think there's even a picture of the, oh yes, here it is, the roast beast.
Yummy.
And then they do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of those Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 43 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? There he is. He's got his great idea. And he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat. And he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked, what a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick.
Looks just like you, doesn't
I
he?
was just about to say, do you think he looks like me, kids? I don't think so at all.
I think you look better.
Thank you. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around. But since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max. Then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Poor Max.
I have a dog too.
Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Here's the sleigh with old Max hitched up. Then the Grinch said, "Get up!" And the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Whos lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Whos were a-dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square, "This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claude hissed. And he climbed to the roof, emptied bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two, then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. "These stockings," he grinned, "are the first things to go." Here he is, coming down the chimney.
These are stockings. This is what they look like.
Yeah, there you go. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present: pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney. Here he is, stealing all the Who's stuff. That's terrible.
That's mean.
Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. "And now," grinned the Grinch, "I will stuff up the tree." Here he is. He just stuffed up all the food. Now he's going back for the Christmas tree. Oh, this Grinch.
Yes. Yes.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou who was no more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and she said, "Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?" But you know that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. "Why, my sweet little tot," the fake Santa Claus lied, "there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and I'll bring it back here." And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went back to the chimney, and he stuffed the tree up. Here he is, putting Cindy Lou back in bed with her cup. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On the walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Here he is, going up the tree. Chimney.
There's nothing
Taking
left.
everything with him. I know. Nothing but wires. Let's see. Santa's having a hard time turning these pages with his gloves on. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses. leaving crumbs much too small for the other whose mouses. Santa might have to take his gloves off for this. Let's see, here we go. Okay. Now we should be okay. It was 15:15 dawn, all the who's still abed, all the who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled, packed it up with their presents, their ribbons, their wrappings, their tags and their tinsel, their trimmings, their trappings. Here he is, heading back up the mountain with his sleigh. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-hoo to the whoos, he was grinchiously humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then those whoos down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. Here he is, he's got his sleigh up on the top of Mount Crumpet. He's just about to dump it. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He started down to Whoville, the Grinch popped his eyes, then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing, without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming, it came. Somehow or another, it came just the same. Here are all the Whovilles, all the who's down in Whoville singing. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Here is the Grinch puzzling his puzzler. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. And here he is carving the roast beef. That's a good book. That was fun.
So,
What do we got? Messages?
Yeah, another letter to Santa
A letter. Let's
of
see.
something somebody wants.
Oh, okay.
thank you, Rose.
Okay. All right. That's good. Read that one later. So, now I believe we have a special story.
So, really quickly, basically, what the Grinch is telling us that Christmas is not about the presents. It's about being with your family and having the spirit, and it's about kindness. So, remember that. And we finished all of our cookies, and hopefully you finished your cookies too, but if not, you can keep working on them, and we can eat them while we listen to this next story.
Those look really good. Where's the Grinch one? Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Show him up.
I even did one. I did the opposite of the Grinch. So this is the Grinch, and then I did the Grinch in reverse colors. So mine's red.
Oh, like a negative.
Yeah,
I did a little sad face on mine.
me too.
Very good. Okay, we've got one more story to read. This is a special one because I've been told that this story is a adaptation of The Night Before Christmas, but is specifically about Maynard. So, let's go. Ready? 'Twas the night before Christmas when, whoops, ooh, that moved very fast.
Santa's not very good
Santa
with
is
Santa's
not
not good
very
with
technical.
technology.
No, that was not good at all. Let's see. Wow.
You can go
Oh
like
yes, well, not
this.
with my gloves on. I'll
Oh,
use this,
right.
this little arrow thingy over here.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Santa,
There we go. Yes.
if you prefer, we have a hard copy.
Ah, hard copy. Yes, much, much better. Santa doesn't like these silly electronic gadget things. That's much better. Ah, yes. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through Maynard, not a creature was stirring, not even the tiger. The stockings were hung through the town with care, in the hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of Santa danced in their heads. His big sack filled with toys, dolls, and presents all wrapped, the whole family went to bed for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn, on the lawn, there arose such a clatter, I began to wonder what was the matter. After a moment of thought, I began to arise, and there stood Santa, much to my surprise. There were footprints all through the new fallen snow, showing Santa had come downtown with his cargo. When what to my wandering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. They made such a noise I knew they would wake all of Maynard, for what's such a small town for Pete's sake. Santa told them to be quiet, and I wished the same. And he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, on Blitzen, to the top of the roof, to the top of the clock tower. Now dash away, we must be done in just 1 hour. The snow flurried around them as they flew, up and up, away, right over Green Meadow School. So up to the housetops the reindeers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a salesman just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. His smile showed off all of his teeth, and his scarf wrapped his head like a wreath. He ate up the cookies, filling up his big belly. Then he shook and he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A winky and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team he cried out, "Now over to the library," he said with a shout. But I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to Maynard, and to all a good night." Oh, that was very good.
That was a really good story. Thank you, Santa.
It was. You're welcome.
Now, what's that note we have there?
This note? Which one?
Yeah, from Andrew.
From Andrew. No?
Andrew, what does he want?
Oh, I see. Okay. Andrew wants monk art.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's interesting.
I'm not sure I've ever heard of monk art.
Well, you know, some sort of art set, I would assume.
Of course.
Yes. Well, Andrew, I think we can handle that. Well, all right, girls, are we just about done with all the cookies?
I think
I
so.
think so.
I think we are.
You want to try one, Santa?
It's hard to eat with the mask on.
I know.
We'll give you some to go
Yes,
later.
we'll pack some up and we'll take them with us. Well, that was fun. I think that's all, kids, right?
Yep.
Now you all remember, no crying, no pouting. Santa can tell, he can watch. So you all be real good because less than a week from now is
Christmas.
Christmas, the big night. So,
So
Santa's
excited.
gonna get back to work. See you guys later. Merry Christmas to all!